Hi, this is Rajkumar. Today we are going to discuss about this particular topic, unique reactions in organic chemistry. Let us come to the first section about the interaction between a sigma bond with transition metal. There are two types of interactions that are possible between a sigma bond with transition metal. The first type of interaction involves donation of ligand sigma bonding electron to the metal vacant orbitals, which is known as agostic interaction. Whereas the second type of interaction involves donation of metal non-bonding electron to the sigma star orbital of the ligand, and this one is known as anagostic interaction, which is quite similar to the hydrogen bonding interaction. This type of interactions can be distinguished by this particular way. Now, in case of agostic interaction, this metal hydrogen distance is much shorter compared to anagostic interaction, as well as this particular angle is much smaller in case of agostic interaction. Agostic interactions are characterized by upfield shift of this particular proton in 1H NMR, while anagostic interaction results downfield shift of this particular proton in NMR. Now, what are the consequences? They involve donation of electrons to sigma star orbital. As a result, bond order decreases, bond becomes weaker, and upon complete back donation, the sigma bond will be completely broken. Now, let us move to the next section about unique reaction in organometallic compounds. There are four types of reactions are possible: beta hydride elimination, oxidative addition, reductive elimination, migratory insertion. Let us move to the first one, beta hydride elimination. In this particular reaction, this particular CH bond is broken and this hydrogen atom migrates to the metal. Now, in this case, total number of electrons in the metal valence orbitals increases by 2 units. Let us see the consequences. The coordination number of the metal increases by 1 unit. Total number of valence electrons increases by 2 units. And let us see requirements. The beta carbon should have one hydrogen atom. The metal should have at least one vacant coordination site. The total number of valence electrons should be 16 or less. And metal carbon bond and the carbon hydrogen bond should be seen perpendicular to each other. And electronic configuration of the metal should be in between D2 and D8. Now, under which condition beta hydride elimination can be prevented? There are no beta hydrogen atom present. For example, methyl, benzyl, etc. Metal is already having 17 or more valence electron. Metal has no vacant coordination site. The electronic configuration of the metal is D1, D0, D9 or D10. For example, zinc 2, titanium 4, copper 2, etc. The metal carbon bond and carbon hydrogen bond is locked in a anti-peripheral geometry. And finally, the elimination will generate an unstable alkene. We look at these two examples carefully. In this particular case, the metal carbon bond and carbon hydrogen bond is anti-peripenal and they cannot come in syn-peripenal fashion. And in this particular case, the beta hydride elimination will result formation of a double bond in this BZ position, which is very unstable. Let us move to the oxidative addition. Schematically, it can be described like this. If we look at these things carefully, we can see the metal electronic configuration. Number of d electrons decreases by 2 units, whereas total electron count and oxidation state increases by 2 units. Let us see what are the defined requirements. Metal should have at least a pair of non-bonding electrons. Metal should have two vacant coordination sites. And metal should have oxidation state separated by 2 units. And the high oxidation state should be energetically stable. Let us see general observations and trends. Moving down the group, tendency of oxidative addition increases. Also, for isolating metal ions, If the metal is all in a low initial oxidation state, then oxidative addition is more favorable. We can see here, moving down the group, tendency towards oxidative addition increases, whereas moving towards the right, due to initial lower oxidation state, the tendency towards oxidative addition is higher. Complexes having 18 valence electrons cannot undergo oxidative addition without removal of the ligand. If the metal ion is already in its highest oxidation state, then oxidative addition cannot occur. For example, titanium 4. The probability of oxidative addition also depends on the relative strength of XY, MX and MY bond. For example, oxidative addition with alkyl halides is quite frequent because metal halogen bond is very stable. But it's less common in case of alkanes because CH and CC bonds are very strong compared to MH and MC bonds. Complexes with D0 electronic configuration cannot undergo oxidative addition. Now, we move towards the next oxidative addition involving CH and CC bonds. They are very less frequent now, but they happens in some cases also. Oxidative addition involving CH bonds, which is also known as CH activation, always involves weak agostic or anagostic interaction prior to the bond cleavage. These reactions have enormous utility in synthesis because it can lead to functionation of relatively inert hydrocarbon. It can occur in both intermolecular and intramolecular fashion. Intermolecular reactions leads to formation of cyclic product. That's why they are known as cyclometallation. And most common type of cyclometallation involves transfer of orthohydrogen of a aryl group. That's why they are known as orthometallation. And oxidative addition involving CC bonds are extremely rare. They are mainly observed in case of chain ring system because in this case cleavage of this CC bond results in release of ring strain. So in this particular example we can see this particular complex undergoes CH activation to form this cyclometallated product. Similarly, this particular case, this particular compound is formed upon orthometallation. Whereas in this particular case, due to presence of this chain ring, it forms this type of cyclometallated product upon CC bond activation. Now, exactly opposite type of reaction is known as reductive elimination. In this case, the electronic configuration, total electron count and oxidation state changes exactly on the reverse manner. Now, let us see the requirements. Here, the metal ion should have oxidation state separated by 2 units, and now the lower oxidation should be energetically stable. And the leaving groups X and Y should be syn planar with each other. Now, like mononuclear system, they also happens in case of binuclear systems. But in this case, the change of oxidation state is by 1 unit only. So here are two examples. The first one is oxidative addition and the last one is reactive elimination in binuclear systems. Let us move to the next insertion reactions. They can be described by this way. Here, this particular Y undergoes insertion between MX bond and there is no change in metal electronic configuration as well as no change in the oxidation state. Now, what is the exact pathway? Is it migration or insertion? In case of migration, this particular X migrates from metal to Y to form this particular product. Whereas in case of insertion mechanism, this Y undergoes insertion in this MX bond to form exactly the same product. Now, this particular debate of migration and insertion can be correlated to the Indian bus analogy. Let us think about a bus with all the seats completely occupied. One mother and her child is sitting side by side. you enter the bus and want to sit. Now, in first kind of scenario, the kitty is very kind, and by looking at your sorry face, the child climbs to mother's lap and leaves the vacant seat for you. This is nothing but the migration pathway. Now think exactly opposite situation. The kid is very adamant and refusing to leave the seat. Now by looking at your upset face, now the mother will become compromising. She will slowly move towards the child's seat and slowly taking the kid to her lap and thereby creating a vacant seat for you. And this is nothing but the insertion. Now let us see some examples. In this case, let us consider the de-insertion reaction. If the insertion happens in this particular pathway, then in case of insertion pathway, the de-insertion reactions will lead to these two products in 25% and 75% ratio. Whereas if it happens by migration pathway, then it will lead to this three product in this particular ratio. And actually this bottom one is observed. So in this particular case, the reaction happens via migration pathway. Now in this particular case, we can see a different type of scenario. In case of nitromethan solvent, it happens to ethyl migration pathway and leads to inversion of configuration. Whereas in HMPA solvent, it happens to CO insertion pathway and leads to retention in configuration. Now, so we can clearly see both pathways can be observed. It depends on the substrate and reaction condition. So either reaction is fine. So rather than debating about the exact pathway, a new terminology is adapted and we call all the reactions as migrated insertion. Now what are the different types of migrated insertion reactions are possible? There are two types. First one is called one-on migrated insertion. In this case, in this particular product, the metal and this X are attached with the same atom. Now, such migration will be favored if this B remains away from the metal ion. So, this is possible if the ligand, if this unsaturated ligand binds in a linear fashion, for example, carbon monoxide. Whereas the next one is called one-to migrated insertion. In this case, in the product, the metal and this particular X migrated ligand are attached with two different adjacent atoms. So in this particular case, if the unsaturated ligand is coordinated in a perpendicular fashion, then it will be favored. For example, alkenes. So let us summarize. Oxidative addition and reactive elimination are exactly opposite to each other. Similarly, beta hydride elimination and one-to migrated insertion are also exactly opposite with each other. Among these, oxidative addition and one-to migrated insertion are synthetic pathway for metal alkyls, whereas beta hydride elimination and reductive elimination are decomposition pathway of metal alkyls. Finally, thank you very much for your kind attention.